Okay, let me walk you through my everyday carry evolution, because I truly thought it was out, and then they pulled me back in. So I felt I needed to carry every day for lots of reasons, and I elected the revolver, which made sense. I liked the LCR, but then I didn't know if 6 shots was enough. So I needed to find a semi-auto. So enter the KelTec PMR30, which kind of met all my needs. When I worked in law enforcement, they issued me a Glock, what I think was a Generation 1 Glock 17. And it was fine. That's what they gave me. That's what they trained me up on. That's what I carried for like a decade. And it was fine. But then when I got dragged back in and I had to elect what I wanted to carry that would meet my needs, I felt, despite I didn't have a lot of hesitance of a rimfire cartridge, even though people have their opinions, this had the round capacity that everyone likes, low recoil, not recoil sensitive, but I'm just not the person that wants to go out there and have this thing jolting back on them or having to overcompensate for the recoil. The weight was really good. If you had to carry it or pick it up, it's accurate, but it just wouldn't run right. So I didn't specifically know what I should do. So then I thought, maybe it's the ammo. So let's get good ammo. So I started out with the CCI Maxi Mag, which is 40 grain. Okay. Then I still had problems. So I said, okay, let's try what I consider better ammo. So I went to the Critical Defense Hornady, 45 grain. But I still had problems. So then I looked online, I read everything that I could, and I saw that you could get there was a company out there that would do an upgrade kit to the exact firearm, M Carbo. So the opportunity came to purchase a firearm that had the upgrade kit already installed. So that's what I did. And I got the enhanced magazine release, because maybe that was the problem. I got the stainless steel magazine, because maybe that was the problem. It needed to seat better. Maybe it's the stainless steel feed ramp. Maybe that's what it needed. Maybe it's the flat trigger. Maybe that's what it needed. There's an aluminum frame reinforcement in there. There's a better recoil spring. There's a performance buffer. It's supposedly better than the manufacturer's buffer. They changed the takedown pin to a heavier duty takedown pin. They extended the safety, which helps, definitely helps. I don't see any difference with this, but the safety does help. And the aluminum slide stop, that's a plus. I could do it with one hand, where I couldn't do it with the other one before getting this one with all the upgrades. But it still wouldn't run right. But I liked the features. So what were my options? I believe KelTec is innovation. And I'm like on the verge of becoming a fanboy if it would work, but it doesn't work so far. So I said, let me send it to them. I'll send them both to them. And they provide a lifetime warranty on everything they sell. So they'll repair it. And the process was really good. Everybody, it's great customer service from KelTec. So they repaired it, told me that they've test fired it, everything's functional, everything works, no problems. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the range again, and we're gonna put 15 rounds, because some people feel you overfill it, and that's the reason. So we're gonna put 15 rounds in the M Carbo magazine, and we're gonna put 15 rounds in the KelTec magazine. And we're gonna run both of these through the KelTec before all the upgrades, but after the factory has improved it. And I think they changed the barrel and did some other things. And then we're gonna run the same thing through the one with the M Cargo upgrades. If the 15 function, because some people say it's because it don't run right, because the magazines fill too much, the 30 rounds is compressing the spring too much, all kinds of, everybody's a scientist. If it works, then we're gonna try doing 30 and 30 with each one. So that's about 180 rounds we're gonna fire. Now, what's my expectation? My expectation is flawless. I think almost every semi-automatic is going to experience some failure to feed or failure to extract. Something's going to come up every once in a while. But I'd like a passing grade. 90%, 95%. So for 100 rounds, 90 should go through flawlessly, 95. Because if it's that one that doesn't go through, if it's that first one, when you really need it, you only got one life. So you can't say, well, 90% of the time it works. You got to expect it to work 100% of the time. That's why a lot of people are still carrying revolvers. So I'm going to do my part. I put in the range time. I've done the training proficiency. I've done the upgrades. I've bought the correct ammo. Now, let's see. Now, they say the sensitivity of you got to load the magazine a specific way so you don't experience rim lock. Okay, I'll try to do that, because I also bought the speed loader from these folks. So let's try to do that. And let's see if we can get close to flawless. And I'll provide you with an update in 1 week.